And so the series that we're on, or in the middle of, is the Nadi system. And so in yoga, there is prana, or the life force energy. So I think about it as like the electricity that gives you life, that moves you through the world, that animates all things. Um, that is prana to me. And in your body, in your system, prana is is moving through channels. Like think about it like electrical wires in your system, and according to, depending on which source you look at in the teachings, there's anywhere from a few thousand to 72,000 of these channels, which we call nadis. Now, the good news is that we're not going to spend time talking about all 72,000 of them. We are just going to talk about three of them. So 3-week series, we're talking about three nadis. The first one we talked about last week, which was Ida Nadi. And a great way to think about that is like the lunar channel. So it's more calming, more receptive, grounding, introverting side of the energetic spectrum. And the one that we'll focus on next week next week is Essential Channel called Sushumna, and that is we'll get to that next week. That's a big one. But this week we're going to talk about Pingala Nadi, which is the solar side of the energetic spectrum. And so with Pingala Nadi, this is going to it's going to be the more energizing side of things. It's more masculine in its energy. It's more active and extroverting. It's more about moving energy, where Ida, which we did last week, was more about moving consciousness. Pingala Nadi is more about moving energy. So it's more external focused in its energy. Where the Ida Nadi from last week terminates at the left nostril, Pingala Nadi terminates at the right nostril. So both of them begin at the root chakra, so the base of the body, and they helix their way through the first 6 chakras. The 7th one, they don't really go that high. And then they terminate at the nostrils. So Pingala Nadi is the right nostril. So a lot of the work we'll do, especially with pranayama tonight, will focus on breath in the right nostril dominating. A way to know if you are connected to Pingala Nadi or Ida Nadi is if you be aware of, is your breath more dominant in your left side or your right side? Left nostril, right nostril. And so if you feel depleted, you can focus on breath in that nostril. You can help to bring it forward through these practices. And these practices aren't uh, just limited to your asana practice, your physical practice. It can be worked with through pranayama, just breath work, and it can also be worked with through meditation. So we're going to use all 3 of those tonight, get our Pingala Nadi going. Make sure I haven't forgotten anything here. I have my notes in front of me because I'm quite left brain on this. And that's a great way to think about it, because Ida Nadi, which we did last week, helps to control the right brain. Pingala Nadi helps to control the left brain. So if you need to be more linear in thought, more organized, or doing more like life-centric tasks, like running errands or like planning for your future, it's great to have Pingala Nadi kind of activated for that process. Cool, ready to do some Pingala? This is going to be a more energizing practice than last week, because we're doing the more energizing side of the spectrum here. And if you have my book, Essential Pranayama, I talk about the Nadi system on page 10. And then some of the pranayama we'll do tonight is a little bit later on. So, all right, good. Everybody's here. We're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to spotlight myself just so I stay front and center. Go ahead and sit comfortably, whatever that looks like for you tonight. And then shrug your shoulders up towards your ears. Take them toward the back of the room and relax them down. Eyes closed, and take a deep breath in and out. Sitting tall. Become aware of the flow of your breath in your nostrils. You might feel a cooling sensation as you inhale, a warming sensation as you exhale. And you might notice, as you're aware of the breath in the nostrils, that one nostril is more dominant. The flow of breath is stronger. Is that on your left side or is it on your right side? No matter which one is more dominant, I'd like you just to be aware of breath or energy, really, flowing through your right nostril. Even if you can't physically feel it, just imagine as you inhale, breath entering through the right nostril. And as you exhale, imagine breath exiting through your right nostril. Inhale breath through the right nostril. Exhale breath through the right nostril again. And of course, this is all just where you're focusing your awareness. There may be breath flowing through the left nostril, and that's fine. Just be hyper aware of that breath moving through the right. And as you're aware of the breath moving through the right nostril, just contemplate the qualities of energy flowing through this Pingala Nadi, this solar energy. So this is extroverted energy in a balanced way. It's more active, it's heating, helping to activate the left brain. It's a moving energy in the world, the more outward facing side of your consciousness. And we'll let our practice tonight to be in service of that channel of prana, in service of that. Aware of breath in both nostrils, let's chant the sound Om 3 times. You can join me or just listen. Deep breath in to begin. Your palms to your heart and lower the chin. Honor yourself as you are in this moment. Body, breath, energy, and mind. It's from this place within you that we'll practice this evening. Go ahead and rub the palms together, creating heat. And take the heated palms over your eyes, brushing back over the top of your head, down the neck, bringing yourself back to the room. All right. Good. Welcome, everybody I haven't said hi to yet. Let's come onto hands and knees to get started. Table pose. All right, so hands under your shoulders and knees beneath your hips or slightly further back. Inhale, look forward, feel the tailbone lift behind you. Exhale, around the back, mid-back, reaching toward the ceiling. Inhale, looking forward with the heart, tail lifts, and exhale, around the back. Let's continue this movement a few more times. Inhale, looking forward, exhale, rounding. Good, making this more dynamic. With your exhale, go to child's pose. Inhale, float back up to hands and knees. Exhale, back to child's pose. Continue. Inhale, rise. Exhale, back. Warming up the spine here, the shoulders, the hips. And again, linking the breath and the movement, your action and your intention, what you're doing with what you mean to do. Good. One more time. And then inhale up to hands and knees, curl the toes under, lift the hips into the air, downward facing dog. And then go ahead and walk the dog out a bit. Press a heel to the floor and bend the opposite knee. Breathing length into the legs, into your spine, hip bones reaching toward the sky behind you. Just getting the body nice and warmed up here. Good. One or two more breaths. Really just depends on how quickly or not quickly you're breathing. With your next inhale, come into plank pose. Exhale, pull back to downward facing dog. Inhale back into plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Plank pose, inhale. Exhale back. About two more times. Inhale. Exhale back. Inhale to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to move a little bit further now. So inhale to plank pose. Exhale, plank yourself down to the ground, all the way down. Release the feet. And then roll your shoulders down your back. Peel your heart, head away from the floor. Bhujangasana, cobra pose. Exhale, release down, turn the head to a side. Roll the shoulders down the back, lift the head and chest again, cobra. Exhale, release down, turn the head to the opposite side. Let's do that a few more times. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, turn the head, release down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release. Let's do two more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. And this time we're going to hold the pose, coming into cobra. Heart and head lifting. Good. Now feel your hands on the ground here. And instead of pushing the floor forward or imagining that you're pushing the floor forward, imagine you're pulling your heart through the arms. So the triceps engage as you pull the floor back towards you, or that's the kind of engagement you're creating in the arms. Shoulders cut down the back a little bit more, and you lift up a little bit higher. Breathe. Good. Deep breath in. And then carefully exhale, release on down. Take a breath, please. All right, curl the toes under. Lift the knees away from the floor. Push the floor forward as you plank yourself up and back to downward facing dog. All right, let's put a few of those things together. Inhale into plank pose. Exhale, plank yourself down to the floor. Roll the shoulders back, lift the head and chest, cobra. Exhale, release down, curl the toes under, push up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale back into plank. Exhale down to the earth. Good. Cobra, lift. Exhale, release. Curl the toes under, lift the knees, push up and back. We're going to do three more. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down. Cobra. Exhale, release. Curl the toes under, push up and back. Downward dog. Plank again. And down. Cobra, lift. And down. Push up and back. One more time, for now at least. Plank pose. To the earth. Cobra, rise. Exhale, release. Downward facing dog, pushing up and back. Stay for a breath or two. Good. Then float down onto hands and knees. Exhale, child's pose. Now we'll come into what's called active child's pose, or at least that's what I call it. You're going to lift your palms away from the floor, fingertips still on the ground. It's like you're clawing the floor. And then walk your fingertips forward about 2 or 3 inches, and then powerfully ground your hips back toward your heels. You'll start to feel this big length in the arms, the shoulders, the upper back, mid back, maybe even down into the sacrum or lower back. Let's take some deep breaths here. Really fill the lungs as you inhale. Good. All right, release the palms down. Inhale up to hands and knees. And exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to build a little energy now, all right? So lift the right leg into the air behind you. Inhale. Exhale, swing or carry step the right foot forward. Release the back knee to the ground. Inhale, come up for your crescent lunge. Arms lift. Exhale, take the hands down and step back to downward facing dog. Left leg lifts immediately. Inhale. Exhale, step it through. Knee down, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands down and step back. Right leg lifts. Exhale, step. Knee down, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands down and step back. Left leg lifts and step it on through. Help it through if it doesn't make it through on the first try. Inhale up, exhale back. And we're just going to keep going for a bit, all right? So right leg, then left leg. Step it through. Inhale, come up. And you can go at your own pace. So I'm, of course, teaching over here, setting a certain pace. You can go faster or slower depending on your practice. Just keep moving with the breath. Just make sure that always stays linked, no matter how quickly or slowly you're going. Try to keep control as you step the foot forward. It's easy to want to skid the foot along the mat. Try to step it forward with your core engaged. So you lift it as high as you can, then place it down. We're going to keep on going. Again, this Pingala Nadi is all about energizing, building some heat, which if you're in the California area, probably isn't too hard today. Hopefully you have a fan on you or something. Keep going. Getting the body nice and warmed up. Let's do about one more time on each side, all right? Right leg, then left leg. Good, now take your time getting there, but the next time your left foot steps back, you can either stay in down dog or you can rest in child's pose. Take your pick. Taking deep breaths here. Then go ahead and return to down dog if you've moved. And in downward facing dog, go ahead and step your right foot forward, all the way forward, and release the back knee to the ground. Good, now bring your right hand to the inside of your right foot. Right hand to the inside of the right foot. If that feels kind of far away or you're kind of collapsing down, what you can do is you can grab a block or stack of books and place it on the inside of your right foot. So use a block if you need to. Then inhale, reach the left arm forward. Then exhale, spin the arm into the air, coming into an open twist. Now, if it's awkward to have the top arm in the air, you can just take it onto the hip and work the shoulder back here, okay? Keep the front knee bending, rolling the shoulder back, and looking up if you can. If not, it's okay to look forward or down. but really keep that top shoulder rotating back as much as possible. And we're just getting started, so it's okay if it's not perfect. Good. Inhale, unwind, both hands forward. Step back, downward facing dog. All right, let's do side number 2. Step the left foot forward. Help it along. Back knee to the ground. Left hand comes to the inside of the left foot. Inhale, reach the right arm forward. Exhale, rotate the arm into the air. Looking up if you can, taking the right shoulder back. Again, if it's too much to have the arm in the air, you can just take the hand down onto the hip and work the shoulder from here. Are you breathing? Please, please, please breathe. Good. With your inhale, carefully unwind and step back to downward facing dog. We're going to do that one more time on each side. Go ahead and step your right foot forward, knee to the ground. Right hand to the inside of the right foot. Reach your left arm forward, inhale. Exhale, spiral open. Good. And again, the torquing that happens here, the rotation that happens here, is really happening as a lever from the shoulder. So it's not just the arm in the air, because you could do that from here, and this isn't rotating your spine. You really want to think about the shoulder being that point of leverage that pulls you back into the pose, no matter if your hand's on your hip or up in the air. Good. Inhale, unwind. Step back, downward dog. And left leg steps forward now. Help it along. Left hand to the inside of the left foot. Reach the right arm forward, inhale. Exhale, spiral back. And again, think about the leverage happening from the right shoulder. That's what's pulling you back, not the hand, not the arm. And breathe. Good, last breath. And inhale, unwind. Go ahead and step your back foot forward. Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Good. Pressing palms to shins, come halfway up here, inhale. Exhale, fold down. And then stay in the forward fold. Relax your shoulders, your head, your neck. The arms hanging toward the floor. The knees just ever so slightly bent. And you can stay right here if you're feeling good. If you want to, you can interlace your fingers at your lower back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and lift the arms off the back and overhead. Just a few more breaths. Good. If your arms are overhead, go ahead and release them toward the floor. Everybody, palms to shins, halfway up, inhale. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, sweep the arms out to the side of the flat back. Come all the way up. And palms to your heart. Good morning. Feel sensation as the body kind of settles from all of that work we did. Noticing where you feel sensation. Maybe it's in the legs or in the hips. Maybe that shoulder work we just did was, profound, meaning that you could feel it pretty pronouncedly. Just a reminder to stay hydrated. All right, so we're gonna do some arm swings next. This is a 3-part inhale through the nose, one powerful exhale out of the mouth with the movement. So the movement is feet stuck underneath the hips. It'll be inhale, arms up, inhale, arms back, Inhale, arms up, and then exhale, bend the knees, drop the body, sweep the arms behind you to inhale, come up for the next round. And we're gonna go quickly, and probably for about 2 minutes. So it'll be inhale, 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 exhale, inhale, 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 exhale. Go ahead and join me if you haven't already. Reminder that we're inhaling through the nose in 3 parts, exhaling out of the mouth powerfully. Really like feel the navel pull into the body and up to clear your respiratory system. Now, as you're swinging these arms around, try to feel the full rotation of the shoulder joints. So up, and back. And find a rhythm you can maintain because we're going to go for the full 2 minutes tonight, which means you're about a quarter of the way there. You can go slower if you need to. You can pick up the pace if you're really feeling the energy tonight. Notice if it starts to feel hard. What's your relationship to that? How do you feel about that? And can you be with the part of yourself, the aspect of you that is okay, regardless of how challenging it might be, or what parts of the body might feel sore as you do this? Really clear the respiratory system with that exhale. It's almost like a wheeze, getting rid of that stale, toxic air out of the base portion of the lungs. About 30 more seconds. You're getting closer. Stay with the practice. Stay in the endeavor. 3, 2, and 1. Standing up. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Feel energy building, rising. Feeling what's there for you right now. The deep awareness of the body, the energy in your body, your mind's relationship to all of that. Good, taking a deeper breath. Good job. All right, so go ahead and take your feet just a little wider than your shoulders. Just a little bit. And then take your left arm overhead and reach up and grab the left wrist with the right hand and traction that arm toward the ceiling. Good. Then with an inhale, go ahead and tilt gently to the right. Feeling length along the left side. Notice if your left shoulder wants to drop forward, and just roll that open. And then inhale, come back up, release the arms. Let's do the other side. Right arm reaches up. Again, grab the wrist and traction toward the ceiling first. Take a breath or two here. And then inhale, tilt to the left, feeling length along the right side, rolling that right shoulder back just a little bit, just a hair. Good. Inhale, come up. And exhale, release the arms. Keeping the feet where they're at, interlace your fingers behind your back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lift the arms off your back. Bend your knees a little bit. Then fold forward. Taking the arms overhead. Deep breaths. Staying for about 3 more. And then release the hands toward the floor. Inhale, press palms to shins, come halfway up. Extend the spine forward. Exhale, fold down. Then inhale, sweep the arms out to the side with a strong back. Come all the way up to standing. Reach the arms overhead. Then exhale, release, bringing your palms to your heart. Good. We're going to do one more exercise before our sun salutation, because it's be a shame to do a solar class without saluting the sun. And we're going to do a special one tonight, but I'll leave you in suspense for a couple more minutes. Go ahead and bring the feet about hip distance apart. Good. And bring your palms to your heart. Relax the shoulders down the back. Take a deep breath in. Then exhale, bend the knees, drop down into chair. Inhale, stand back up. Exhale, sink back down into chair. Inhale, lift. We're going to hold this time. Exhale, come down. Now staying in chair pose, inhale, take the hands forward, arms wide, palms toward the ceiling, and look up. As you exhale, reach forward and look down, but keep the knees bending. Inhale, take the arms wide, turn the palms toward the ceiling, look up. Exhale, reach forward, look down. Inhale, open the arms wide. Exhale, reach. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, reach forward. This time, inhale, take the arms wide again. Bring the palms to the heart. Keep the heart lifting. Then inhale, stand up. And exhale, stay. All right. Little chair pose for your Monday evening. So we're going to do a sun salutation, and we're going to chant while we're doing it, which is not an easy thing to do. A couple of notes here. First is that you can only chant when you're exhaling. I've tried it so many times to chant while I'm inhaling, it just doesn't come out. The second is that even though I'm going to be prescribing a breathing rhythm with this, where we're chanting every time we exhale, if you need to stop and take a breath, stop and take a breath. All right. So we're going to be doing a simple sun salutation because we'll be chanting through it. And it's one that many of you probably have done many times in my class or other classes. And we will be chanting the bija mantras or seed sounds of the sun. And to make it easy on you, at least if you're watching this live, I'm going to put the chants into the chat. So if you're watching on a computer, you can open the chat screen and you can see them there. I'll be chanting with you, so you can hear them as well. But there are 6 chants, and I'll chant these, and if you want to just chant them along with me, if we were in person, I'd have you repeat them back to me, but we're not, and I'm not going to have you all come on off mute. So just try to get them into your body as much as possible. And I do encourage you to chant with me as we go along with the movement, but by all means, if you're not comfortable doing so, or there are other people around you and you're trying not to be like that, you can just listen. So going down the list, I'm just going to teach it to you first, and then we'll add it to the movement. Om Hrim, Om Hram, Om Hrum, Om Hraum, Om Hra, Om Swaha, Om Hrim, Om Hram, Om Hrum, Om Hraum, Om Hra, Om Swaha, Om Hrim, Om Hram, Om Hrum, Om Hraum, Om Hra, Om Swaha. I'll do one more time. Om Hrim, Om Hram, Om Hrum, Om Hraum, Om Hra, Om Swaha. So now you've heard them a few times. And so as we're chanting, you might get mixed up with which one we're on. We're not trying to achieve any kind of perfection with this tonight, all right? I know this is a lot of setup for something we're going to be doing, but I actually want to show you one more thing, and I apologize if it's getting a little boring. I just want to show you the flow we'll do so that you can see it before you do it. It'll make it easier associating the movement to it. Luckily, it's a really easy movement to do, comparatively speaking, okay? So we'll step at the top of the mat, and I'm just going to go through this quickly. We'll go through it with more ease. I'll reach my arms up, and then I'll chant as I fold forward. Om Hring. And it's a long exhale as I step my right foot back. That's all one breath. Then inhale, lift the arms up, and then I'll exhale to downward facing dog. Om Hram. Inhale into plank pose. And then I'll chant to the floor. Om Hrum. Cobra lift, inhale. Now this is a long exhale for this one. Good thing it's a long chant. Om Hraum. All of that's one exhale. If you need to breathe more than that, you can. Inhale, lift the arms up. Then folding forward. Om Hram. Taking the arms out to the side, coming all the way up. And then palms to the heart. Om Swaha. It's challenging on purpose. We'll work through it. So go ahead and step to the top of your mat if you're not there already. And again, these are the Bija mantras of the sun. So we're calling the sun, that solar energy, into our bodies, into our energies, into our systems, our minds. Bring your palms to your heart. And I'll lead the chant, so it's okay if you forget. Just remember, there's some long breaths here, and I'll guide you along, all right? So inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Om Hrim. Step the right foot back, knee to the ground. Inhale, lift the arms up, crescent lunge. Then downward facing dog. Om Hram. Plank pose, inhale. To the earth. Om Hrum. Inhale, cobra. Now this is a long one. It's Hraum, all the way, stepping the right foot forward. So Om Hraum. Lift the right leg and step it forward, knee to the ground. Inhale, lift the arms up. Standing forward fold. Om Hra. Arms out to the side, come all the way up. Palms to heart. Om Swaha. Let's keep it going. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Folding forward. Om Hreem. Right foot steps back, knee to the ground. Inhale, arms up. Downward facing dog. Om Hram. Plank pose. To the earth. Om Hroom. Cobra lift, head and chest. Hraum, all the way back to downward dog and right leg stepping forward. Om Hraum, right leg lifts and steps, knee to the ground. Inhale, arms lift. Standing forward fold. Om Hra. Arms out to the side all the way up. Palms to heart. Om Swaha. Keeping it moving. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Folding forward. Om Hreem. Right foot steps. Arms lift. Downward facing dog. Om Hram. Plank pose. To the earth. Om Hroom. Cobra lift. It's a long one. Down dog to stepping the right foot forward. Om Hraum. Arms lift. Standing forward fold. Om Hra. Arms out to the side, coming all the way up. Palms to the heart. Swaha. Om Swaha. Again, inhale, sweep. Folding forward. Om Hreem. Right foot steps. Arms lift. Down dog. Om Hram. Plank pose. To the earth. Om Hroom. Cobra lift. Hraum to step the right foot forward. Om Hraum. Arms lift. Om Hra. Stepping forward. Arms out to the side, coming all the way up. Om Swaha. Palms to heart. Again, inhale, lift. Folding forward. Om Hreem. Right foot. Knee to the ground. Arms lift. Down dog. Om Hram. Plank pose. To the earth. Om Hroom. Cobra lift. Right foot stepping forward. Om Hraum. Arms lift. Standing forward fold. Om Hra. Arms out to the side, coming all the way up. Palms to heart. Om Swaha. Let's do 2 more rounds. Inhale, lift the arms. Fold. Om Hreem. Right foot. Arms lift. Down dog. Om Hram. Plank pose. Om Hroom. Cobra lift. Right foot stepping forward. Om Hraum. Do your best. Arms lift, inhale. Om Hra. Step forward. Arms out to the side, coming all the way up, inhale. Palms to heart. Om Swaha. One more time. Sweep up. Fold. Om Hreem. Right foot. Arms lift. Down dog. Om Hram. Plank pose. To the earth. Om Hroom. Cobra lift. Down dog to right foot. Om Hraum. Inhale, lift into the lunge when you get there. Standing forward fold. Om Hra. Sweep the arms out to the side, come all the way up. Om Swaha. We're going to keep chanting, but stay standing. Om Hreem. Om Hram. Om Hroom. Om Hrau. Om Hra. Om Swaha. Om Hreem. Om Hram. Om Hroom. Om Hrau. Om Hra. Om Swaha. Once more. Om Hreem. Om Hram. Om Hroom. Om Hrau. Om Hra. Om Swaha. Just feeling that invocation of the sun, active solar energy, lifting, enlivening, drawing in that vitality, sense of bigness, sense of affecting the macrocosm, expansion, and heat, all these qualities within you, all these qualities called forward. Taking a deeper, fuller breath. Bring your awareness back to the space. Great. All right. So I hope that was fun for you. I personally enjoyed it. I have not taught or chanted those in a bit, so it's always great to come back to an old favorite of mine. All right, so before we start moving our energy downward, I would like us to do a balancing posture, okay? And that's just tree pose. Many of you have done this before, with me at least. So go ahead and allow the feet to stack underneath your hips. Just kind of sway a bit to feel the weight of the body in your feet. And then shift the weight all the way down into your left leg and allow your eyes to open, if they're not open already, and focus to a single non-moving point in front of you. And the eyes are focused, the mind is focused. And you can just have your palms to heart. Let's do that. And begin to pick up the right foot and breathe. And then draw the right knee out to the right and place the foot either above or below the knee joint. Okay, you can reach down and grab the foot to help it up if you need to. And you can keep holding on to the foot if you'd like to, or maybe palms to heart. Version 1, chair pose, or tree pose. Tree pose, we're doing tree pose. You might want to lift the arms up. Keep the eyes focused. Keep breathing, and if you fall out of the pose, it's okay. Take your time coming back in. It's nothing to get frustrated about. Maybe take the arms out wide, opening the palms toward the sun, heart opening toward the sun. This ascending feeling. Deep breath in and out. And then slowly begin to come out, however far you got. All right, we are going to do the other side now. So shifting into the right foot. And again, you can sway a bit to find out where that's at. Grounding it down so you feel stable. palms to heart. Eyes are focused ahead on something that's not moving. I will be moving, so try not to focus on me too hard. And go ahead and lift the left knee up. Now, one side is usually a bit harder, so if that's the case for you here, just know that that's the case. Draw the left knee out to the left. And again, the foot can go above or below the knee. Just don't put it on the knee joint itself. You don't want to push that knee sideways. It's not a good look. Good. And keep holding onto the leg if you need to. You can start to grow this up. You may take the arms wide if you want to, opening the palms toward the sun, the heart opening toward the sun, uplifting, vitality, ascension. Good. And then slowly move your way out of the pose. Take your time. And let's come into a standing forward fold. Just hinge at the hips and come forward. A nice symmetrical stretch for the body. Good. One more breath here. All right. So from where you're at right now, go ahead and step your left foot back and take the knee to the ground. I know what you're thinking. Will these lunges ever stop? Eventually. Go ahead and bring your right hand to the inside of your right foot. We're going to revisit an old favorite from earlier. Again, you can have your hand on a block or a stack of books if you need to. And sweep your left arm forward and into the air, coming into this open twist again. Now, actually, I'll have everybody do this. Bring your left hand onto your left hip and really work the shoulder back. And the reason why this time is I'm going to challenge you to do something else. And if you're trying to balance the hand in the air, you'll just fall. So curl the back toes under and lift the back knee. Okay? Bend the front knee a little bit more. And what you might find is you actually have a little bit more access to roll open. You also might find this is a balancing pose. And just, be gentle with yourself here. Looking up if you can. Now, all right, so stay here. If this is your jam, you can even drop the back knee if you want to, because we're gonna hold a little bit longer. For those of you who are able to bind this pose, you'll drop the left arm behind you. Your right arm will sweep underneath, and you'll clasp the hands back and roll the shoulder open. Okay, if you can't clasp the hands, don't worry about it today. Isn't this fun? All right, if you're bound, unbind, plant a hand, release the knee, and let's step back to downward facing dog. That'll feel good after this. Adjusting as you need to. Deep breath in and out. And guess what? We have another side to do. So go ahead and step, I think it'll be your left leg forward, left foot stepping forward. Turn some facing the camera. Good. And place your left hand on the inside of your left foot. Getting set up here. Sweep your right arm forward and then roll it up into the air, shoulder working its way back. And then bring the right hand down onto your right hip. Good. Let's take a breath or two here, just getting into the pose. All right, now curl the back toes under. Lift the back knee. And roll the shoulder back a little bit more. Now again, this is a balancing posture at this point. So try to focus the eyes on a single non-moving point. The less your eyes are darting around, the more stable you'll be here. And if you'd like to bind this, it'd be your right hand behind your back, left arm sweeping under. And just because you clasp the hands doesn't mean you're done. You have to continue to roll the right shoulder back. So don't come out of the pose to connect the hands. Keep breathing. All right, so if you're bound, go ahead and unwind. Then everybody can unwind, bring your knee to the ground. And down dog might feel good right now. If it doesn't, do something else. All right, let's come to child's pose for a breath or two. Floating down, releasing back. Taking a deeper, fuller breath. Go ahead and walk your hands back, coming up to a seat. And we just have a couple more postures to do before Shavasana, and we'll do them on our backs. So come to lie down. Take your time getting there. Okay. That's what it feels like when you come down. Probably feels good after all the hard work we've been doing tonight. And have your feet flat on the floor, heels underneath your knees. And when you're ready, go ahead and scoop the pelvis under and lift the hips towards the sky, come into bridge pose. And then exhale, release down. We're going to stay this time. Inhale, come up to bridge. Again, holding the posture. If you are able to interlace the fingers underneath your body, go ahead and do so. If not, it's okay. If you are clasping the hands under the body, try walking onto the sides of your shoulders, or sides of the arms, I should say, to press up a little bit higher. Your heart bowing toward your chin, throat is soft. Good, deep breath in, carefully release on down. Good. All right, hug your knees into your chest. Just rock from side to side on the spine a little bit here. Just massaging the back into the floor. It's worked hard for us tonight. And not just tonight, it probably works hard for you a lot. So giving it some love. And then just think to yourself for a moment here, is there anything else that this body needs before we come to lay down? Is there anything else that this body needs? Now, keep in mind, don't do anything too intense because we've cooled down at this point. But take the next minute or so to honor your practice and what you need in that. Maybe you just keep the knees drawn in toward the chest. Maybe you do a simple twist. Maybe you extend the legs into the air. Just do what feels good. Do what feels useful. Good. All right. So take the next 20 seconds or so to wrap up your practice and come to lie down in Shavasana. coming to lie down in Shavasana. Once you're there, have your heels about mat width apart, toes falling out, your arms resting down by your side, palms face up. Relax your jaw, relax your eyes. And as your body comes to rest, just feel that solar energy coursing through your body like a light, a bright light. This latent, potent potential. It's calm still, it's grounded. You're not about to burst. You're just full. You're vibrant. There's a sense of aliveness as this prana sits within you. Be with that quality. Peace, peace, peace. Please begin to take a deeper, fuller breath. Again, tuning into that vitality within you, that solar Pingala Nadi moving energy. And allow yourself to make some gentle movements in your hands and feet, your arms and legs, eventually rolling to your right side. And eventually making your way up to a comfortable seat. Right. If you're still making your way to a seat, continue to go at your own pace. The meditation, or actually it's a pranayama, it's a breathing technique that we'll do tonight, is in the book. It's in Essential Pranayama, my book, if you have it, on page 134. I'll lead you through it, just letting you know for reference for later if you wanted to. And last week for Ida Nadi, we did the moon piercing breath. So it only makes sense that today we do the sun piercing breath, or Surya Bedana, as it's called. And this is an alternate nostril breathing technique. And so with all alternate nostril breathing techniques, we'll use Vishnu Mudra. So if you take your right hand, no matter what your dominant hand is, it's always your right hand, and bend in the first finger and the middle finger. So your two little fingers are extended and your thumb is extended. And let's see if I can do this with the microphone. I'm actually moving it around. Just to the other side. So nice. So you'll use the two small fingers to block the left nostril and the thumb to block the right nostril when the time comes. Okay. So sit tall. Keep your hand in Vishnu Mudra, but let's just tune in real quick. Eyes closed. And aware of the breath in the nostrils. And then bring your right hand up to your nose and block your left nostril with the two little fingers. And inhale through the right nostril. Block both nostrils and hold. Then open the left nostril, exhale through the left nostril. Block the left nostril, open the right. Inhale right nostril. Block both and hold. Open the left, exhale through the left. Block the left, open the right. Inhale right nostril. Block both, hold the breath in. Open the left, exhale left. Block the left, inhale right. Hold the breath in, block both. Open the left, exhale left. Block the left, inhale right. Block both, hold. Open the left, exhale left. Block the left, inhale right. Hold, block both. Open the left, exhale left. Block the left, inhale right. Block both, hold. Open the left, exhale left. Block the left, inhale right. Hold, block both. Open the left, exhale left. 2 more rounds. Block the left, inhale right. Hold, block both. Open the left, exhale left. Block the left, inhale right. Block both and hold. Open the left, exhale left. Release the palm. Breathing simultaneously through both nostrils. And aware of that right nostril still, even though you're breathing through both. That solar energy coursing through this Pingala Nadi, activating left brain, helixing through the chakras, providing that solar energy to all aspects of your energy body, your mental body, your physical body. And when we come together next time, next week, we'll learn how we can bring this energy and Ida Nadi, which we did last week, how we can bring these together in harmony to open up the final Nadi, the final channel, the master channel, to truly ascend our consciousness. For now, take a deeper, fuller breath. Bring your palms to your heart and lower the chin and just honor that solar energy within you, that capacity to build it and bring balance to it, to clear it. May all of your work here tonight in this practice keep you connected to that. So until next time, namaste.